Good morning, chat. Hope you guys are doing great. I'm doing great as well today. Another day, another stream. Let me set up this. No. Let me put another one on the screen. Right. How do I make it smaller? There we go. Drop that in the bin. So, guys, today, inshallah, later on today, I'm gonna buy a new phone, inshallah. And yeah, once a lot of people pull up to the chat, I'm gonna let you guys know what phone I'm gonna get and why I'm gonna get the phone. And I might possibly do a no, not a live stream. I mean, we're already streaming, so I can't do a double stream on a single day. So what we're gonna do is instead, I'm gonna vlog the whole, buying process. Got some of the money in cash already here for me, and then the rest is in the account. So, yep, all of this is going away today. Maybe bad network or something, but we still got zero engagement. Zero engagement after 2 minutes. Counting my money and making. Damn, it's hot. This is a perfect location, but then it's just. I'm literally standing directly under the sun, except that it's a bit cloudy. So, but you can still feel the heat. I can still feel it, especially once the clouds are blocking the sun, kind of like sparse a bit or separate a bit. So, if the heat intensifies, then I'm gonna go out inside. But I like the location though. I feel like this is a pretty good location for streaming. Especially the background, and it looks dope. Only if Chow was here to see it, like. Oh, what is going on, chat? Like, is there like am I live? In fact, am I even live? Why is there zero views? Like literally zero views. 4 minutes into stream, like nah, come on, there's something wrong. Something's gotta be wrong. Let me turn up the network and turn it back on again. Perhaps that might, yeah. I think now that we might be able to get some people here. Zero views, zero likes, $0 made. So yesterday I did some reverse crawls, and literally this morning that I woke up, this part of my arm, both hands are hurting. crazy. It's it literally sore. So I don't know if I should do more today, regard regardless, or just wag it. I might do more regardless, because you know when you're doing it when and you're sore, all it takes is like literally just some hours. What am I even saying, bro? No, the thing is, I don't even know what I'm saying right now, because my whole focus is on on the zero the views. Literally like 6 minutes, 6 minutes. Yeah, I mean 6 minutes, bro. YouTube, what are you doing? Have I offended you? Did I do something wrong? Why are they doing this to me? You know what? We're still gonna go stream. We're still gonna stream for an hour, regardless. 0 views, 100 views. Just another day in the office. Let me grab my dumbbell. Meanwhile, the chat, before the chat can pull up, at least let me do like maximum. I'll do maybe 30 reverse crawls, just like yesterday. Though my hand is hurting, so I don't know if I could. Ouch! I just hurt my leg, bro. What is up, chat? Oh, finally we got one view. Double tap on the screen, please. Let's get the likes up. If you're new, please subscribe. Welcome to Grema's channel. I was about to say challenge. One, two, three. Who was it? Who's it? Oh, it's Future Boy. What's good? What's good? Welcome to the live stream, bro. Three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine, 10. All all you need is Future Boy. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Take us to the future, Future Boy. Take us to the future. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine, 10. Yo, since you're from the future, maybe you can tell me how I end up in the future. Like, am I like really rich in your timeline? Let me look who finally showed up. High five. There we go. Big boy. Good boy. I'm streaming, but the camera is way too high. They can't see you. Get your real estate license. Love you, brother. Uh, real estate license. I don't even know what that is, to be fair. Real estate, like housing license or something. Wait till I make money first. One, two, three, four, five, six. Man, the slow ones are more effective. 7, 8, 9, 10. Guess what I'm gonna do today, future boy? I'm gonna buy a new phone. Sales, bro. Sell houses. Okay, okay. I'm gonna buy a new phone today, inshallah. And yeah, I just wanna say, I just wanna take a moment and say shout out to my mom. Literally, like, she is the best person ever, bro. Like, she supports me in everything I do, all the madness I do on here and everything. Literally, she's the only person that supports me. So I've been looking to buy this phone for quite a while now, because it's not even like literally, it's not like a really new phone or anything, but it's better than the current phone I'm streaming with. I was trying to get like the iPhone 10R, and literally I was a couple of dollars short, like $20 short, I think. But in my currency, it's still a big deal. Like, it's still a lot of money. So you see, she she lent him, she gave me uh 30,000 naira. I don't know how much that is in dollars, but I think it's like $20. I think it's like $20. but she gave it to me. She said, "Go on, buy it. Go on, add it with the money you have, and buy the phone." The phone. I made a phone call yesterday. They told me they got two in stock. I don't know about the battery life. I don't know any of that stuff, but they said that one is 145,000. The other one is 140,000 naira. So I got 145,000 with me. Inshallah, after this stream, and I take a bath and everything like that, I'm gonna head out around 12, 2 o'clock. I'm gonna buy the new phone so that I'm doing all of this just to improve the overall quality of the channel and all that. What kind of phone? It's iPhone 10R. I don't know if you know. It's like the X. It came out like 7 years ago or something. You know, it's not the newer versions. If imagine if I could have, if I made a lot more money off of YouTube like this month, I could have gone for like a higher version of the iPhone. But this is all that money my money can afford at the moment, so I'm just gonna go with that one. Then I would have two phones, one for reading chat and the other one for streaming. You know, right now I have to come up close to read the chat on here rather than reading the chat like off of the phone, so that I can like go over there, move about. You know how it goes. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine, 10. Oh, two, four, 6, 7, 8. Imagine walking out with a thobe on. Oh, 7, 8, 9, 10. Damn. Wallah, I'm sore from yesterday. So I can't really do much exercise today. My body is literally telling me stop. My body is telling me stop. Black. Oh, it's Ali. Allah, this your account always gets me. What's up? Thank you for the like. Are you coming back from your ITF place or how is the quality though? Like, okay, okay. Let me show you someone. Okay. Nah, no, yang geba. Alamin, go Ali. Ali. Ali where? Romanazin. Mhm. Dan ya satu hak kimba. Give shawi. Ali dia. Ali live streaming Romanazin. Ah, when did me? I was also in there. Okay, you're in the hospital. Assalamu alaikum. Why is Ali at the hospital? He's doing his internship there. You know, he's studying microbiology. So part of their like I don't even know if it's called internship. They just have to basically in the third year they have to learn how to conduct tests or on patients and stuff like that. So they are basically going and observing and learning, doing stuff under the microscope. While me, on the other hand, I'm studying geology. So instead of going hospital, I go to anything related to geology. I could be at a oil drilling company right now. I could be mining sites. I could be anywhere geologists could work, basically. But I chose to one that's very close to my house, and I don't have to go every day. So the drilling a borehole. Yeah, like that kind of stuff. Basically, a practical thing. It's just depending on the course you're studying, but most courses, especially the 4 year programs, once you reach the third year, second semester, it's like a must that you must learn something related to what you're studying for 6 months. Then you will resume lectures and exams and everything in the final year, and you do your project and graduate. So it's like a must. We call it ITF in Nigeria. I don't know if it's the same in the UK or any other country. So that's what he's doing right now. Buy our mine, dig some gold, silver. Hopefully one day. You never know. Because I mean, we do have oil in Nigeria. In fact, I don't know if you know Dangote. He's the richest man in Africa, and he's from Nigeria. Recently, he even started supplying oil to both Saudi Arabia and in fact, first African to supply oil, I think, to the United States. So it's like Nigeria, we have crude oil, we have the natural resources. It's just about the leaders and utilizing it properly. If we are utilizing it properly, by now we could have gone far, bro. But maybe who knows? Grema Mining Limited is gonna come soon, where I will have huge companies. But then the future, the world wants to shift their focus to electricity and stuff like that, and away from gas and oil. So I think the focus would be something else, perhaps infrastructure and utilization your resources efficiently. The thing is, that's exactly what we need, really. I mean, we've got everything and we got the potential, really. But the thing with Africa is, or Nigerians is, we're all selfish in a way. We all think of ourselves rather than the country at large. Right now, you could put, let me give an example. I don't want to point a finger at anyone, you know, but let's say you put me in power and I have the power to really change the country and everything. But instead of finding someone, let's say, for instance, agricultural sector, instead of finding someone who is well experienced in farming and who can really do good, instead, I'll find my brother and just say, you know what, I'll appoint you as the Minister of Agriculture. And you have no idea. You don't know anything about agriculture, but because you're my brother and I'll put you in that position and no one can do anything. So we favor only our friends and family, even if they're not qualified, when there are clearly thousands that are qualified. Right now, imagine if we would graduate and we would get the job based of our qualifications. I wouldn't even be doing this, I think. Maybe unless maybe like for a hobby or something. But I know thousands I can mention, even in this area, this neighbor, that neighbor, that neighbor. We have graduates with good results. 2, 3 years after graduation, no job, forced to do other things. So it is what it is. Is Nigeria a Muslim majority country? Yes, it is a Muslim majority country. I think the population of Muslim to Christian is like 60 to 40. 40% Christian, 60% Muslim. But the Christian side, in terms of like advancement, I would say they are way more advanced. Like right now, Lagos, almost everybody around the world, once you mention Lagos, they know Lagos. But if you mention Maiduguri, where I live, for instance, they don't know. Even if you search Maiduguri on Google, all it shows you is a picture of terrorists. That's it. They don't show you the good side of our of, of the north. Or maybe Abuja, maybe Abuja is the only, you know. That's called nepotism. That happens a lot in India too. Yeah, wallah, it's just that's what's really pulling us back right now. Like I said, I don't want to really point fingers. You never know who could be watching your live stream, and some of like, let's say even my family knows a certain political leader who's currently ruling our state. So I can't lie, he has done a lot for us, but like I said, I don't want to really get into trouble, so I can't really say much. But it's truth. Wallah is the truth. The leaders right now, if you go out, 90% of the conversation that you would have with people is all about the hardship we're facing. Like, if let's say I'm going to school, I enter the tricycle, or so we call it tuk tuk. The conversation is like, oh, look at him, he's taking that, he's doing that, he's doing that. It's all about politics. It's all about politics, and it's and I can understand the frustration right now. Like I said, can't point fingers, but their children are studying best universities in the UK, in America, in Saudi Arabia. But what about the children of the poor? What are they learning? They're here in Nigeria, stuck in the system. They don't have that privilege. You see their children at a young age, someone who's not qualified, driving latest Range Rovers, G wagons, traveling to this place, to that place. What about the children of the poor? What about the children of the poor? Wallah, we got so many brilliant minds, brilliant minds that are capable of doing a lot of great stuff. But the opportunity, who knows? I don't like politics, but when I think of such this thing, I feel like considering joining politics. But I'm just afraid that I might get caught up in the system too. You know, I don't want to end up like them. Just wrong. And besides, there's a leader. The responsibility of a leader, especially Islamically, the responsibility that you have over other people is very severe. That if you're actually thinking about the consequences in the hereafter, you wouldn't really consider becoming a leader. To be fair, in my opinion, literally everyone under you. There's I don't know the word in English, but in my language we call it haki. It's like they have haki. They have that haki over you. Like, I don't know how to put it in English, bro. Like, I don't know if the word is haq in Arabic. Do you know the meaning of haq? Allah will keep those people accountable on the day of judgment, and Allah will ask them what they did with their wealth. Inshallah. Remember, every single penny you earn on this earth, you'll be questioned how you earned it on the day of judgment. Every single penny. And here they are with millions in their accounts that they unjustly taken from the system. And the worst part is we clearly know, but there's nothing you can do. Right now, if I decide to go against them, let's say I start making videos, exactly, hack. That's the word I'm saying. They have a right over you. Exactly. That's what I'm looking for. And listen, the thing is, right now, let's say a typical example in my village during the election, there are two opposition parties. We have APC, which is the current ruling party. They have the current president is under APC party, All Progressive Congress. That's what it stands for. And like the governor in my state also, All Progressive Congress. They're all APC, APC, APC. Most states. And the opposition is PDP, the main opposition really. There's other like Labour Party, etc., etc. But PDP, People Democratic Party, is the other one. So in our village, you're only allowed to serve two tenures, so 4 years, and then another 4 years. Once they get into power and they do 4 years, it's gonna be hard to win an election over someone who is already in power for the second tenure. So during the election, people went to vote on the day of the election. And the election is not like digital or anything. You basically go ballot box, sis, and you take the ballot paper, stick your finger thumb in a ink, dip it in whatever party you like, and then you submit. And you have a queue of people doing the same thing, thousands. Guess what they told the people when they went to vote and they were in the queue? They told them election is over, and they were like, "What? We came to vote. How can you tell us election is over?" And they said election is over. There's nothing you can do. That's how everybody went home. And they later brought out the votes, and you see a certain percent. Obviously, they're going to put other. They'll make sure that there's like, to make it look realistic. They'll vote for the other political party, but you see the numbers are crazy. Corruption, exactly. And there's one man. He said, "You know, whatever they're gonna do to me, I will support the opposition leader." So he painted his house outside of his house to the color of the other opposition, and he put the flag outside of his house. Guess what they did? Called him over, gave him um, 1 million naira, and I think there's a little building in his house that's needed a renovation. They renovated his house for him, gave him 1 million naira, and opened a little, like a little corner store for him. Guess what? He changed his mind, and that's our biggest problem. Once we speak up for the truth, and they find out, once they find out, they will bribe you. They will call you over. First, they will threaten you, of course, and if the threat doesn't work, then they will try and convince you to join their side. And most people will then sell themselves out. Like, they will just accept the money and then shut up. Basically, they won't say anything again. Right now, imagine if he continued resisting. I'm sure a lot of people would stand with him. But instead, after seeing that 1 million, bro said, "Hell no, I'm gonna join you." Bro said, "Hell no." And right now, if you're abusing them, he will just sit down and just look at you like, "Well, I don't know anything about. I don't know what you're talking about." That's the problem of Africa, bro. I don't know, but that's most how politics is almost everywhere around the world. But in Africa, it's just worse. It's just really, really bad. Because imagine if our leaders decide to use all of our resources the proper way and really invest in us. Allah, by now, where we'll be at is going to be far in terms of almost everything. In terms of almost everything. Right now, you got a lot of government schools, no benches. Though the new leader is doing kind of all right. He built a lot of school, but then no adequate teachers. Like, there's no qualified teachers to teach the students. All of this, if I'm going to talk about this situation, it's even taking the piss. It's even taking the piss. Allah. Corruption at every level, at every level, in universities, at the high position, the low position. Everyone just corrupt. Everyone just me, 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 me. That's it. Me, just me. There's nothing like us. It's just me. And if that's how we continue moving, and that's how they always win over us, is they use division. Right now, the last election in Nigeria, any Nigerian here can testify. What happened? The former leader, rest in peace to him. He's actually a really good man, General Muhammadu Buhari. He died recently, like 2 months ago, I believe. He after because he was a Muslim, so his vice was a Christian. And the system in Nigeria, that's how it goes. This Senegal is for Muslim. Next time is a Christian. So let's say you have a Muslim president, the vice president must be Christian. If you have a Christian president, the vice president must be a Muslim. So they're using that religion as a way of dividing us, you know. So when it came for the last election, both the president and the vice president were Muslims. So then there was rage from the 40% Christian population. Like, we cannot allow both Muslims to lead the country. It won't be fair for us. There will not be fair treatment, etc., etc. So as long as we don't see ourselves as one, as Nigerians, as one Nigerians, and we see, oh, but you're Muslim, but you're Christian, and we start pointing fingers, instead of looking at the person's intention and what he would do for the country, but instead we're more concerned about the person's religion. So you rather have a bad Christian in leadership over a good Muslim, or you rather have a good, bad, what should I say, bad Muslim in power over a good Christian? Like, you know, I think there's a story of an old man in Africa who couldn't read. He started school so that he could read a letter he received from the government years ago. Oh, in which country is that? Though you said Africa, so it could be anywhere. It's true. There is a lot of people that, especially the elderly, or even the young, those that don't have access to education, cannot read or write or anything like that. Especially when I go to the banks, you see a lot of the times if you go to banks, you always find someone. Whenever they see you writing, like filling out a form, you see. There was a time, honestly, I was surrounded like 4 to 5 people coming up to me like, "Oh, can you please fill out my information for me? I don't really know." Some of them even something simple as what is your date of birth, they don't really know, or how many children do you have, or something just like write down your account number, stuff like that. They don't really know. So yeah, it could be true. I've seen it myself. Even us, we're just lucky to be amongst the ones that are privileged to have the privilege to be educated and stuff. Literally, there was a time this elderly woman at the bank, she came to withdraw her cash, but usually her son used to do it for her. So she's also like, she's not educated. Well, yeah, she doesn't really have Western education, so she doesn't know how to withdraw the cash from the POS machine, from the ATM machine. She actually told me her PIN and told me the amount that she wanted, and I had to withdraw. So in that situation, if I was a terrible person, I had her ATM, I had the PIN, I could just transfer some money into my account or withdraw the money without her noticing it. But I chose not to. Our neighbor's chicken. Alamin, why are you chasing the chicken? Oh, baby brother. It was in Kenya 2003. The man started the school at 84. Damn, that's crazy, bro. Imagine starting a school at 84. That's I think good for him. Something, it's never too late to start, and that, we can draw a lesson from that. It implies to almost everything in life. It's just it's never too late to start. You don't say because I'm 40, don't say because I'm 50 or because I'm that. It's already too late. No, the time is always right to start. He was a part of a warrior tribe. Okay. I saw on, you know how most Africans, when it comes to English, they are struggling, right? so, and they can't really speak properly, or the accent is funny and stuff. And somebody asked in one Instagram reel I was watching, so I think it was was it Ugandan, or I forgot the country really, but I think it was Ugandan president asking his team, football team, why they weren't performing well in the, I think, World Cup qualifiers or something. So the way they were speaking, like the accent and they were speaking is funny. Yeah. So somebody in the comment asked, why do Africans really try to speak English? Like, why can't they just speak in their language? And another person replied to him, and the answer was something that I actually admire the way he answered it. Right now, a lot of the times when you say, when you're black or whatever in the Western culture, they just say, "Oh, you're African." They just specify you as African. They don't realize that in Africa there is so many diverse cultures and religions and tribes and languages. It's like, imagine if I met someone I met a white person and then I just said, "Oh, you're European." He could be French, he could be Italian, he could be Spanish, he could be British, he could be Hungarian, he could be German. All of these are different, you know, languages, but you see them. Of course, someone who lives in Europe can identify them maybe based on their looks, but someone in Africa, you can't really tell. If you see a white person, he's a white person. You can't. If I imagine if I said, "Oh, you're just European," so you can't assume that just off of the where the person is coming from. Even in Nigeria alone, in fact, let's not even go far. No, no, Nigeria is even too big. Even my city, just the city that I live in, this particular zone is known to have dominant tribe is my tribe, Kanuri. We are more dominant because we had this territory for longer than, I think, some people that think that the Kanem Empire existed here way before even Africa was identified as Africa. That's what some people say. That's how long we've been here. So Kanuri is dominant. But alongside Kanuri, even Kanuri itself, is there are still minor dialects that are like diversions of Kanuri. That is just Kanuri alone. There is Babur here, another tribe, speak entirely different language. Shua, another language, entirely different language. There is some Fulani, entirely different language. That's four. Chibok. There's still a couple of more, but obviously, for me, I'm not really out here just asking people their tribe and stuff. So, and I did live in the UK, so therefore, I don't really know all of them. But my mom, that grew up here for almost most of her life, she knows more of them than I do. You know, so therefore, even in this small zone, look at how many different diverse people live. And there's no way for one person, for all of us to understand each other's language 100%. So the only language that we can all agree on is English. And English is because English is the language of the colonizers. British colonized Europe, Nigeria, sorry. So therefore, English became the main language for Nigerians. If I meet a Yoruba man, he can't speak my language, I can't speak, he's a Nigerian, I'm a Nigerian. I don't understand his language, he doesn't understand my language, but he understands English, I understand English. Even if we're gonna mix up our words and our interpretation and stuff, we're still gonna understand each other. So that's why Africans speak English, because there's no way, if I was to learn every single language that existed in Nigeria in order to communicate, bro, I don't think my brain can take it. Do you know when Islam came to your town? I don't know the exact time. To be fair, I haven't studied history of my people that much, but I do know that we, I would say, I don't really know. I can't really make official statements, but I believe we're one of the first peoples to embrace Islam after it came to Africa. Yeah. In fact, which is why even in Nigeria, if you do your research, you realize that the highest number of people who are Hafiz, that is, who have memorized the Quran cover to cover, are from my tribe. If you if you see someone from Nigeria winning first position in Quranic competitions or whatever in Saudi Arabia, they must be from my tribe. In fact, they know that if you go to Mecca, for instance, and you say Barnawi, someone from Borno State, they know us because of the amount of Quran that is being recited in this particular state. And no, like I said, I don't know if you were here the other time I mentioned, here there is the Muslim is still divided into several different types, but overall, I'll just say Muslims. There is obviously, I don't know if you know Sunnah, there is no Shia here, but there is a different type. They call themselves Tariqa. I have to lower my voice because literally, this my neighbor is also one of them. So they believe certain things, like they have a certain different belief, especially when it comes to things like, okay, let's say if I'm praying and crossing the arm on the chest, they don't allow that. They don't allow that. They feel like it's just you should let go of your hand, and they support things like, they say like things like music and stuff. They think that they say it's halal. Yeah, yeah, exactly, exactly. They say like music is halal. They say like what else? Um, like for example, they celebrate Maulid, the birthday of the Prophet, which I don't really celebrate because Prophet died on the same day he was born and stuff. But they will really have hold big events, and you see them like hitting their chest and stuff. I don't even know where that came from, but that's their belief. So I'm not part of it. So yeah, but still, despite all that, we this place is just known for. In fact, it is hard. I've never seen in my life a Kanuri person that is a Christian or another religion other than Muslim. Never seen one. Never seen a Kanuri person that is a Christian. Unless the only thing that I would say is, obviously as a Muslim, we have levels of iman. Some people are extremely pious and they abide by all the Islamic rules, praying on time, avoiding all haram, doing all halals, doing good, doing charity. And there are people that are in between, sometimes sinning, sometimes repenting, sometimes sinning, sometimes repenting, just kind of like wobbling between the two. And there are people that are just down there, just they claim to be Muslims, but hardly pray, smoke, take alcohol, do this, do that. So all I can say is you could find a Kanuri in that bottom category where he's just committing all sorts of sins, but still claims to be a Muslim. But you can never see a Kanuri that is truly a believer in another religion, or like that there's a pastor Kanuri or something like that. Hanafi, Maliki, Shafi, and Hambali. Yeah, I think we are like, I don't know, bro. I'm just Sunni, bro. I don't even know. I don't know if I'm under Maliki or something. To be fair, I don't really know, but I just follow like, let's say, who are your like favorite scholars? Your favorite scholars. Let's say, for example, who do you listen to? I'm talking just the ones that are known globally, because sometimes you can tell what sort of which one someone follows based off of the imams and lectures they listen to. For example, I'll listen to someone like Dr. Zakir Naik from, is he Indian or Pakistani? I forgot his country, but obviously Indian, I think. But he was chased out of India, right? Dr. Zakir Naik. A lot of Asim or All Al Hakim on YouTube. Okay, Asim Al Hakim. I haven't heard of him before, but maybe I have seen his clips on Instagram or something like this. Sometimes I don't really know most of their name, but I listen to someone like, let's say, Mufti Menk, Akhi Ayman, uh, like I said, um, who else? There is Imam Suleiman. Imam Suleiman. I don't know if you know, he's really fighting for the rights of Palestinians. I think out of all the scholars I mentioned, I've seen Instagram almost restricted his accounts due to that he's talking too much about Palestinians. Okay, Asim Al Hakim, Qasim, old man, right? Uh, no offense, but he's an old man, right? Like he used to do Q&A, because there's another one, Qasim, Asim. The way you say Asim, that's his proper name. My brother is also Qasim, and his answers are funny. Funny. He said, Sheikh, if I identify or something, he said I'm a bird, or something like this. Like he has a lot of funny moments, right? I think he's the one that I'm talking about. Great Imam. He's hilarious, but he tells the truth. I think there's one of his video. I forgot how it goes, but he said something. Somebody asked him like a really silly question. And he said, "I'm a refrigerator" or something like that. Yeah, I remember him. Yeah, so therefore, I would say me and you are just on the same path. I would say, based off of all the imams that you've mentioned now. Got some messages on WhatsApp. Student loan group. So, have you seen my latest video? I don't know. I'm practicing a little bit of tailoring. Well, I'm not really the best tailor, but yeah, I fixed Ali's shirt for him. I don't know if you haven't seen it, make sure you check it out after this live stream. It's almost 40 something minutes. I have to preserve my data for something. But before I go, let me just tell you what I'm going to do. So today, I don't know. I'm sure you've seen this money that I've had for a really long time on this channel. I mean, for ever since I withdrew this my first YouTube payment, I've been showing it, playing games with it. So today, all of this is gonna go, inshallah. Today, I'm going to spend all of them today. So literally, I told you guys that I will try my best to improve the quality of my camera. Like this current phone only shoots up to 1080p, 40 frames per second. That's the highest resolution. So I got a phone call from a friend yesterday that there is two iPhone 10Rs available with him. Out of the two, one is 140,000 naira, the other one 145,000 naira. So I'm gonna go and check them both out today. So I was short of 30,000. In fact, 35,000. But shout out to my mom. She gave me the remaining 30,000. And shout out to Ali. He gave me 5,000 on top of it. So uh inshallah, after this stream, I get ready. I might do a vlog on the way, or I might do after I come back home like a review. Because the iPhone 10R, despite the fact that it's been out for 10, almost 7 years, 8 years, I think now, it still has a lot of good resolution. The resolution is good because it can shoot up to 4K, 60 frames per second. I'm a big fan of Sheikh. May Allah grant you an AC career. Yeah, that's the question. That's the answer. That's the answer. I'm a big fan of Sheikh. Then he said, "May Allah upgrade you to AC or refrigerator or something like that." Yeah. Don't get that? Don't, bro. Why? You guys think that's a bad investment? Honestly, like, and besides, I need two phones to stream. Like, literally, I have to come close to the phone to read the chat. Whereas, if I have two phones, I can stream with one and be reading the chat off of the other one. And even for short videos and just normal vlogs, that resolution is a lot better than the current resolution that I have. Which is why, and besides, hopefully, inshallah, let's say for instance, I if I manage to cash out again, uh, if I manage to cash out again by before December, I'm going to upgrade to a higher version. So this is just like a starter. It's gonna be trust me, it's gonna be an upgrade compared to what we have going on right now. Apple purposely slows down the old phones. It's been proven. There's a lawsuit about it. The only purpose of using that. Sorry guys, chat just network just glitched. I'm going to continue using this phone for personal use, and the Apple is just going to be for just two purposes: live streaming and uh, video shooting. So all I need is just a camera. Just let's say 10-20 minute video, shoot a video with it. I put the phone down. It's not like I'm going to scroll through TikTok or Instagram or just use it like on a daily basis, make phone calls with it. No, if uh yeah, so in my that's the only reason I'm going to use it. I think if that's the case, then I don't think I'm going to have much issue, right, with the slow the phone slowing down. What's up, man? Before you buy it, do a demo video and live stream on it first. Okay, like testing out. No, you know what? You're right. What I might do is I will since I'm going today, inshallah. Though it's a bit cloudy, hopefully it doesn't rain. rains are heavy and it will stop me from going out. But if the you thought about Samsung, Apple is good too. Samsung, to be fair, but then it's the price range. With that price, with the money that I've got, when it comes to Samsung, I think all I can get is like Samsung A06 or A05, maybe A35 if I'm lucky. So like the price is only for the older Samsung, and if it's a Samsung, some of them is just the ones that I mentioned. I think there's not much difference with this one that I'm currently using. So it's yeah. See if you can buy Samsung Galaxy S9. Galaxy. Okay, let me do let me check out the phone. Well, if not, because if not, it's gonna be, not everybody likes to be filmed. That's the only issue. If not, I could have streamed at the market today. I'll show you guys on live like the phones and the conditions they're in and etc. 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 So yeah. And besides, like I mentioned, if I get it, it's older but still really good. If I get it, there's a chance that there's certain amount of money that I'm expecting within the last couple of months of this year. So whether it's coming from YouTube or from other sources, I would eventually upgrade maybe to 12 Pro and just go up like that, you know. But trust me, for short videos, especially under good lighting like the iPhones, trust me, it performs really well. The issue with the S9 is the screen resolution can become damaged easily. I think I've seen that S9 you mentioned. When it's damaged, there's a pink line, right? There's like a pink line that appears on the screen, right? Put a poll on which phone to buy for your subs. Let's see. Out of which are the two that you mentioned, Samsung or iPhone? Let me put the poll. Start a poll. New. All right. 1 second. Um, which one should I buy? iPhone 10R, Samsung. You said S9 or something? Done. Start poll. Okay, let me give me a sec. There's one. I have to remove the other one, otherwise it won't allow me to. Right. Ah, chat, sorry, give me a second. I have to type it out because like that is difficult for me to type it. All right, there we go. Let's see the votes. Oh, what is wrong with me? I just deleted. I just deleted. Let me start another one. Sorry guys, I don't know. You guys can see my face, but there we go. There we go. You guys can vote now. Whichever one you think I should get. Damn. I didn't realize I was standing under the sun. Look at how much I'm sweating. Because it's a bit cloudy, so I'm not feeling whatever phone you're going to buy, uh put your data sim in it and go live to see how it is before you buy it. All right. I'll definitely do some tests, and I'm going to come up with I'm going to do an agreement with the person. Let's say like a 1 day trial. If it's not good, then I'll tell him I'll return it. In fact, if all goes well and I buy it today, tomorrow's stream would be on that phone. So you guys could also see for yourself, and we'll decide whether to keep it or let it go. Yeah. Besides, the thing is, the person that the person that recommended that I should buy this was actually my friend. He is also a YouTuber. He does his channel is all about like e-football, Zanda Konami. I think he was here a couple of videos. We did a couple of videos together on my channel too. Some of my older videos. So he was the one that said, you know what, since you do vlogs and streams only, I think the 10R is the best option because they have basically the same camera resolution as the 11, highest resolution 4K 60 frame rate, whereas uh same with the 11, also the normal 11. Bro, buy it and start a live stream on it. Also do unboxing. Trust me, bro, what I'm talking about right now, it's not the brand new, bro. I'm not buying brand new. If it's brand new, it's way higher than that. Brand new, I think it's up to 200,000. Yeah, I think it's up to 200,000 naira, which I only have 145 max. So the one I'm talking about is fairly used. Some people uh, uh, refer to it as UK used. So that's the one I'm gonna get. Ma salam, everybody. Me too. I gotta go. Like I said, I gotta get ready, go out and check out the phones for myself. And yeah, we'll see how things happen. Make sure you watch my latest video and comment as well, boost the engagement. I appreciate you guys being here. Thank you for the votes as well. And ma salam, everyone. Take care. Peace.